Mr. Dean, the man who's got a face for video. Yes, that's you. I've got a face for radio. I want to do this personalized video for you just to show you what I think is missing from your LinkedIn profile and also from your Facebook page and how you could utilize video for Brave Day and really get some good engagement on social that drives new business. See you on the other side. Mr. Dean Young, welcome to my walkthrough of your social media profiles and how we can potentially fix and change and generate some engagement from your social media channels that is going to drive to new business. So the first thing in terms of, I'm going to look at your LinkedIn first, and we need to optimize your profile. So if we look at the top, this real estate at the top of your LinkedIn profile, most people, when they click on a profile, only look at this top part here. So this needs to pop. I mean, this one really pops. That photo, look at that smile. Look at that smile. I mean, that's just the trusting smile of an insurance broker, isn't it? This real estate needs to have something to do with Brave Day and with a little bit of a call to action. I'm going to show you a couple of other LinkedIn profiles that are other profiles that can do that. Your about section is a big block, and you know it's great to have vision, but we need to sell that vision in terms of a story that is connecting. You know, winning the 2013 PAA Insurance Advisor of the Year is great, but we need to tell that story. How did you get to that level? And what is your passion? What is the connection, the emotional connecting moment with your clients? In terms of your profile, good to see that you're commenting. Yep, you don't really spend too much time on LinkedIn, do you? And it shows by the posts and content that you're putting out there. Oh dear, yes. So, you know, what strikes me is, I remember you said to me that you had someone to look after your social media, an organization. And I think whatever it is, that they got it all wrong because they were creating blog posts, and you've got those blog posts on both LinkedIn and Facebook, and none of them have been getting any engagement. None of it. And if we jump over to Facebook, you know, it's almost like you've given up. I mean, it's really great content. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure I would click on it, but it's not getting any likes, comments, or shares. Oh, sorry, I picked the wrong one. So how do we change that? So, you know, in your field, it's all about you are the face of your business. It's all about you. It's all about that amazing smile, talking to people about your backstory. We need to build awareness, education, and sales. And the first thing is build awareness. We need to tell your backstory. How did you get to be at Brave Day? Telling that story that's emotionally connecting. And you'll get people, friends and family, and people going, oh, that's really great. You know, I'd really love to hear your story. And then get engaged. And then we need to build educational video of you talking to camera, and all of the stuff that you've got on your posts here, instead of articles, it needs to be you telling that story. You know, it's funny, I caught up with Keith Stiles, and he's got this FAQ system on his website, and it's like, it's great as FAQ, but it's boring. And Keith, I've already said to him, you could just look down the barrel of a camera and give that information. You know it already. So you don't need to, you know, have an explainer video or a walkthrough or an article like you've got here. You know this stuff. And you can share that engaging content with your audience, and they can look into your eye and they can tell whether or not you are someone they would trust. Because ultimately, what we're doing here is not a marketing tactic, it is a trust tactic. So let's look at a couple of profiles to compare your profile with other people. So first one, I'm going to look at a guy called Glenn Marvin, and immediately you see the difference here in terms of the real estate at the top of your profile. There is some sort of an image, and there is what you do and how you can help. Glenn has a great story. You know, he used to be a police officer, and it's like, you know, there's a story inside of the about section, and you know that people connect through story. And yes, it goes down the pathway of who you are, what you do, and how you can help, and how you get in touch. Some other profiles. This guy here is a whiskey guy, and he is one of my clients, and Glenn happens to be my coach, so I am picking good people. Again, Ash is, you know, an Indian guy who just loves talking about whiskey. He hates selling, but again, he's got a great optimized profile. He's got a nice call to action around how he really helps, not what he does. And he's got a bunch of activity. If you look at, you know, there's a variety of content. And what a lot of people do on LinkedIn and Facebook is they just talk about their business. And that's all wrong. Don't view LinkedIn purely as the business channel. We must talk about business. We need to show our humanity. And yes, while this guy sells whiskey, he's also putting in interesting, engaging content as well as video. Well, there's a good video we produced of him today, where he talks about his backstory. And look at the sort of engagement that he's getting in terms of likes, comments, and views. And what happens is, you know, if you crunch the numbers, 50 likes, 38 comments, but 1,379 views of a video that's 60 seconds long, is that you become omnipresent, and you have this, you know, people start sharing and liking and engaging your content, and then they start picking up the phone and go, hey, I need an insurance deal. I need some insurance planning. And you're like, how did you know about me? It's like, I saw a video of you on LinkedIn or on Facebook. But you've got to remember that people buy people. And if we go back to your profile, people would buy from that smile. Now, I've harped on about this enough, and I would buy from you because you just have all the charm and the suave that is required on LinkedIn. Nobody's doing this. There's no insurance advisor who has the balls to do this. So, build awareness, get education, and get sales from your social media channels. And I'd love to have a chat with you around how to make that happen. And have you get that trust back on your social media channels. That's all I've got from you. Below this video is a click through. You can set up a time with me, but you already know my number. You know where I am. You're most welcome to catch up for coffee, or we can go out to Ponsonby Central and have a bite to eat. Or I'm going to see you at golf. There we go. Or we could play a round of golf. I could probably learn a thing or two about your golf swing. Mr. Dean Young, always a pleasure to talk to you, even though I'm talking to a microphone and that beautiful smiling face looking at me. Would love to have a conversation and get you in front of a video camera. Talk soon, mate.